Can income from your annuity lower your Social Security benefits? Well, if this is a concern for you, we're going to talk about how these two income sources connect and where they disconnect in our financial freedom video, so stay locked in. Hi, my name is Carson Graves, Certified Financial Planner and President and CEO of the Retirement Education Center.
And my name is Andrea Graves, Director of Operations at the Retirement Education Center. For additional concepts on how to maximize your retirement, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload new videos. So Carson, why do people fear that annuity payments could lower their Social Security payments?
Well, honestly, Andrea, I believe because the retirement landscape is so confusing right now, and if you're not, consulting with a qualified financial advisor, then unfortunately you might be listening to the smartest coworker around the water cooler, and of course that's never a good idea. So today what I plan to do is to help educate people who might think that income coming from an annuity could lower their Social Security benefits. But before we do that, there are two rules to retirement income that we like to give you. And Andrew, what are those two rules?
Well, rule number 1 is to never run out of money, and rule number 2 is to never forget rule number 1.
Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into our lesson today and talk about or clear up the idea that annuity payments could lower your Social Security benefits.
Okay, Carson, so where does all this confusion come from in the first place?
Well, I do think that the confusion can come from a multiple source of information, Andrea. You may have a friend of a friend who's heard someone taking their Social Security benefits before their full retirement age while they were working, and they were also taking their Social Security benefits, and lo and behold, they found out because they were making too much money, the Social Security Administration withheld some of those benefits. And you may also hear from a friend of a friend who may have another friend who was working for a non-covered Social Security job, like a teacher, who was receiving an annuity pension, and they would have fell under what is known as the windfall elimination provision. And in that particular situation, if they're going to be receiving Social Security benefits from like the private sector job that they had worked for some years, yes, that pension that they're receiving from a non-covered Social Security job could affect those benefits and have the Social Security benefits lowered. But what I want to do is make sure that we understand the differences between an annuity that you would typically purchase from a private insurance company versus a pension that is normally funded by an employer. With an annuity, you have a distinct difference than what you would see from an employer-sponsored pension. An annuity is something that you own. A pension is something that the employer owns. With an annuity, you can add some additional bells and whistles that can help you with your long-term care expenses, that can help you with leaving a death benefit for your estate. With a pension that's sponsored by an employer, none of those things can be added. Another element is that when you're talking about an annuity, you can choose when to start and stop that income. When it comes to your employer-sponsored pension, when that income starts, it's going to continue until you die. But here's another big factor. If you die within 5 years from an employer-sponsored pension and you have no one else that income is going to be able to go to, all that money goes away. With a private pension, that income that you do not use, if there's any money left inside of that particular annuity, that annuity can be left to your estate, whatever amount that is remaining. So those are the distinctions that you need to understand when it comes to an annuity and a pension. But what I also want to do is break down, Andrea, how people can become very confused about what could lower their Social Security benefits and what type of income will not affect those benefits. So what we're going to do is go to the chart and show you an example of what you need to understand when it comes to what can lower your Social Security benefits and what income really would not affect it at all. So as we turn our attention to the chart, where I'm going to have a couple of examples to explain this, let's go ahead and take an average Social Security recipient at the age of 62. They'll be receiving $1,700 per month or $20,400 per year. But let's also say that this individual is earning $30,000 a year from a job. So therefore, their total income is $50,400 for the year. Now, in this particular situation, when it comes to will your Social Security benefits be lowered, they are not going to be looking at the $50,400. What they are going to do is take a look at that $30,000 of earned income that you're making from that job, and they are going to apply that to the 2024 Social Security earnings limit, which, as you can see on the screen, is $22,320. They're going to take that income and subtract out the earnings limit for 2024, and that's going to leave you with $7,680. And at that point, they will withhold $1 for every $2 above the earnings limit, whereas you can see in this particular case, that amounts to $3,840. From that standpoint, that $1,700 a month that you're receiving, they are going to withhold 3 full months of that $1,700 for a total of $5,100. Now, yes, that's more than the $3,840, but the excess amount that they withheld, they will return that to you the following year. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the distinction of how an annuity will have nothing to do with lowering your Social Security benefits. Let's take this same exact example. This recipient is receiving Social Security benefits of $20,400 per year, and also they're going to be receiving an annuity distribution of $30,000 a year, which amounts to the same amount of income of $50,400. Now, in this particular scenario, this person will have none of their benefits withheld, because annuity income is nothing more than passive income. It's not earned income. So that distribution from the private annuity has no effect on the Social Security benefits that you're going to be receiving. So hopefully, any of you who were thinking that any annuity payments could lower your Social Security benefits, this video will help clear that matter up. Thank you again for tuning in to our Financial Freedom video. Please understand that these videos are created for educational purposes only, and that you should always seek out your own financial advisor, your own tax advisor, and your own attorney regarding your personal situation. Also, if you are looking for an independent fiduciary advisor to help you with these types of complex financial matters, we highly recommend that you utilize the links in our description below and go ahead and schedule a 1-hour free consultation with us today.
After this video, please check out our other videos that will give you tips on how to maximize your retirement. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you have questions,
we have answers.